Hey guys, Paralyzed Plinker here. Um, First, I guess I wanted to give you an explanation to why I called myself the Paralyzed Plinker. First off is I am paralyzed. I was in a car accident in 2021. I broke my neck and my back. 25 hours of surgery to put me back together and save my life. That was fun. But I don't take anything for granted. And even though it was a horrific accident, it's shaped a better outlook and understanding on life and why people do the things they do and act and so forth. And Paralyzed Plinker is because I like to shoot guns. I plink. This is not an actual gun. It is a pellet gun. It's called PCP. It's pre-charged pneumatic. So this is chambered in a 25 caliber, and this is one of many. This is what I like about living in rural areas. And I live in California, but I live in Northern California. And people think Northern California is San Francisco. That's like mid-Cal. I'm up in the Redwoods. I live at the edge of the Emerald Triangle, which is where back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, if you were a marijuana smoker, you more than likely smoked some of our marijuana. We supplied about 85% of the country's marijuana back then. It was very lucrative until it became legal, and it shut the whole system down. I mean, I get it very cheap, lots of it very cheap, let's say. So anyway, back to the name, Paralyzed Plinker. These are air guns. They shoot pellets, you know. They're just a new age version. And they shoot anywhere. This is actually a pistol. Comes apart. And because it is a pellet gun, I can put a silencer on it, which is pretty cool because some of these can get pretty loud. And this one is whisper quiet. This one shoots about 700 feet per second. I have guns that shoot over 1,000 feet per second. All of them chambered in 25 caliber, just because it's easy for me to shoot in the backyard. I go right off my back deck and I can shoot guns. It's nice. And I live on Clear Lake, one of the best bass fishing lakes. A lot of history here, but anyway, so that's where my name comes from. I'm a country guy, but you know, I don't wear Wranglers or anything. I wear Levi's, but we live in a melting pot here. We live in it. I call it the bowl because where we're at is the lake's in the middle, and we're surrounded by mountains, and there's only 3 ways in and out of this county. So our tourist attraction was the lake for many years. Bass fishermen would come up. A lot of tournaments were held here. Still are, but over the last 15 years or so, it's really slowed down. And we had what was called Canocti Harbor Resort. One of the best places to catch a concert. Right on the water, all open outdoors, beautiful, and a lot of fun times at that place. But it brought in a lot of people, and that was during the summertime. This place was busy, busy. Restaurants, the bars, the lake, people renting sea-doos, boats, having a good time. you know. I'm kind of ranting, going back and forth. I'll get to a point here soon. Um, I wanted to address a couple things with the climate that's happening in the country. And people that are having doubts, people that are worried, hey, we're all worried. But I got a feeling it's going to turn around and things are going to start looking up. I can almost guarantee it. I'm a God-fearing man. I believe in God, not necessarily a guy in the clouds, but maybe something, I don't know, maybe something we can't even comprehend. But living out here in the country, I don't know what it's like to live in the city. I've been in the city, you know. I used to go down to San Francisco and LA, and we'd go party and all that stuff when I was young, 25 years ago. But everything's changed, and it's sad to see young men not having friends and not being able to share their feelings correctly. And I'm not sure what happened. There's a divide. I'm an old millennial, I guess. I'll be 41 on Valentine's Day. So I just, if there's any guys out there watching this, when you need friends, and you need friends, man, and a lot of my friends died. I've lost about 15 friends since I graduated high school. And luckily I got a few left, and they're my boys, they're like brothers. I don't have any siblings. So I have guys that I call brother, and I mean it. And unfortunately, one of my brothers died, Josh Palmer. Rest in peace, man. World famous tattoo artist. Did a lot of my work. I'm pretty heavily covered in tattoos. But acquiring friends, man, I don't know, because I'm not living in your skin. I'm also not 20 or, under 30. A lot of my friends I met and have known since I was 5 or 6 years old. And we stayed friends our entire lives, and we'll still be friends till we die. I don't know if some of the young guys, I don't know if you guys have that anymore. The schooling seems very strange to me. Plus internet. The internet's great. It's a great tool. Social media is, I have a mixed feeling on social media. It can be great, and it can be the exact opposite. But I'll give you an example of making friends. I'm a fisherman, right? I go down to my local docks and go fish around to where I can get around in my wheelchair. And then you see other fishermen, you just strike up a conversation, man. Hey, how's it going, dude? You gotta be friendly, You gotta be friendly, but be aware of your surroundings at all times. And just talking, striking up a conversation, everything is texting, and we've lost touch with each other, and it's time to get that back. And I believe that you guys can definitely do it. And just, you got to get out in the real world and not live behind a screen, you know. So many guys, I see these videos, it breaks my heart seeing these guys saying that they don't have a friend or never had a girlfriend. That blows my mind, you know. For guy, and no hate, man, it's just, but to see somebody that has their V card at 25 or 30 years old, whoa. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it shows how the world has changed in just, you know, X amount of years. The world, the social climate changes about every 10 to 15 years. So, to all the young bucks out there, you got to stay positive, man, and get out there. Try to be charismatic. Try to think of things. Think of conversations in your head, man. I talk to myself all the time. You know, people probably look at me like I'm a nutcase. Maybe I am. I don't know. But I think I'm a pretty level-headed guy. And I'm probably just sitting here saying a bunch of nothing. But maybe something will grab your ear. Because there's not a lot of people I feel like jaw flapping at anymore. Except for my buddies, my close buddies, you know. You grow apart as you get older. So when you're young, man, that's, you gotta get those lifelong friendships. And again, I believe the schooling system has a big part of it. Anyway, I wish everybody the best. And 2025, I think, is going to be the beginning of, hey, the 1920s were the roaring 20s. Maybe the 2020s, maybe we're just off to a late start. But I think things are going to get better. And I think the social climate's going to get better. And don't worry about women. If you go looking for them, you're going to find the wrong ones. The right chick will come into your life. You just don't know when, man. Some of y'all might have to wait a long time. But it'll happen. It happened for me. A car accident was involved. Not the one that I was in, but another one. They took my loved one. But I still pursue because I know that she would want me to be happy. So I'm looking for that still. But I believe that it'll happen. And manifestation. I do believe that if you put positive, I'm going to sound like a hippie, but if you put these positive vibes out in the world, it comes back to you. It truly does. And if you put negative vibes out there, life seems like it sucks more than it should. So find something, find hobbies, keep your hands busy, man. Men can be very dangerous when they just sit around and stew and don't do anything. You got to do something. Even though I can't walk, I still have tons of hobbies that I've had my entire life. I mean, I like working on old cars. I got a 69 Ford Ranchero that it was my grandfather's. I'm restoring right now. Me and my buddy are helping me. And things like that. It's fun to do, man. It's guy stuff. You get a 12-pack of beer, you go down to the garage, you throw some music on, and you work on the cars, man. I'm just ranting and raving, so don't You don't have to listen to this old fogey, but I just want you guys to be okay because you're the next wave of people that are going to be running this world. And you better not run it into the ground. I'm going to be mad. But I want everybody to take care. And if you need to, you can always shoot me a message. Whatever, man. I will respond to you. If you need a friend, if you need a shoulder to cry on, hey, I got nothing to do. So I'm around, I'm available. Let me help you figure out what it is that the issue might be, and maybe we can resolve it together, or at least maybe give you a little insight, since I may have been around on this planet a little longer than you. But I just wanted to say a few things, and I'm going to go get my plinking on. So until I figure out what else to talk about, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry for just ranting and raving and being so dang long. But y'all take care, okay?